We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Stidham to throw. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Bolden. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Well, a run with Jacobs on first down going nowhere as he stopped well behind the line of scrimmage. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Stidham's throw taken in by Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stidham. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller from 19 yards away. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Hurts to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And some room to work. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Stidham. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer
under pressure, and they got to him again. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Fourth down, here's Stidham. And it's complete to Adams. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense sent. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on. The 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 81 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection and led to the block.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now Stidham on 2nd down. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now Stidham. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again here, Stidham. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Boulder. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Carlson now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Looking here for Smith downfield. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Throwing is Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Stidham's throw complete here to Waller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Bolden. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Adams, the man in motion left. Stidham, third down from the gun. And that's complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. 2nd down, Stidham to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Adams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. A gain there of 21 yards. Now it's Bolden. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On first down, Bolden. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Stidham. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They They go with Jacobs. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. He's back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the
What
way
you say, bro?
Inside the 20.
You say something?
25 yards there on the catch and run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first.
Did you say something,
two
bro?
more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw.
Did you say something, bro?
Delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's across.
I thought you had said something, bro.
It's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
You ain't say nothing?
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead. With
Nothing you said? You ain't say nothing, though?
Last gas from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end
It
zone,
was
they
terrible.
made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the
Did you say something, though, bro?
There, it's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And
I feel like you had said something, though.
On the final play to get the turnover to seal this football
Weak
game.
ass, boy. He ain't gonna talk now.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the
That's
Twin
you
Cities
watching.
at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First play, first pass for Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. On the move past the 40. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Brady now on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown. Russell Gage from 21 yards away. And the Buccaneers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First down, here's Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, 34 yards. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady going to throw. Complete right side to Otten. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw again on second down. Brady looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play. They put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Fournette, a first down carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw is Brady. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, I mean, Mike Evans, he's been an elite receiver for some time now. And part of that, Charles, certainly what he can do once the ball is in his hands.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins now. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cousins. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he is out of bounds here. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Otten brings it in over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. Oh, good return up past
to the motherfucking crib, nigga. You heard what the fuck I said.
And he will score.
Hey, don't quit, bro.
Minnesota. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
Brady looking left side, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 3 plays already, 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Finding Otten once more. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 2nd down and 4, Cousins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
To throw, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. From the red zone now, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Past the 20. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. That throw by Brady incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
2nd down and goal. Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And he's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now Brady got to have this one. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Brady will look to throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Cook going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. It's Cousins on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Kirk Cousins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Brady's throw going to be caught by Blake. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Cousins here to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They go play action. Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 3rd and goal for Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his first look is incomplete. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Tua going to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Running the counter with Mostert, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill. Play action. Now it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, He was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. On second down, Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ready, play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Let's go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, and going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try with McKinnon. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are all tied at 28. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense into half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
Yeah, now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, 37 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you?
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Right back to him on first down. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Mahomes going to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he completes it to Wilson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Yeah.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind him.
And he's loose again. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Boy, it's only a one-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, and his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And again, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
This shit is crazy.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yep.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career.